everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Broncos going up against the Chargers. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, The quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
That was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out come the Chargers, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
9 yards to go. It's third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Green with a catch left side. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open left side. It's Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. He throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Looking to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So we stumbled upon halftime here in San Diego with the Chargers, the home team, on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because You've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Defense showing blitz. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
They're really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Got you now, Barney! Here we go!
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Another pistol look here.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Point after here coming up. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to roam now. And he cuts it back right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On play action, they'll throw. On the right side, caught by Green. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And able to find Green. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody... And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for San Diego, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from Southern California.